welcome back everyone. Well, today we're out on the road. My friend Gary from Unfrequented World sent me a top-of-the-line spotting scope. So today we're out and about. I'm going to use it. We're going to go check and see if there are some snow geese still around in this area. It's one of the flyways for the snow geese for migration down south. So it's a perfect opportunity to try out this scope, see what it's all about. Honestly, I've never had such a nice scope. I've had these, I've had a sort of a smaller one, which is great, very portable. You know, this one is a lot bigger. It's sort of top of the line spotting scope. So I want to be able to see the nostrils on these geese and their little tiny eyeballs. You know, maybe I'll luck out. Maybe I'll see another bald eagle this year. So as I'm driving along through the countryside, because that's where we have to go and see them, right now the corn has come off the fields. So there's a lot of corn spillage around right now. So I think a lot of the geese are going to love to fatten up on that before their flight south. So I hope the timing is perfect. One, visibility with the corn, the cow corn being off the fields, and two, nice weather, not too windy. You know, maybe they'll be kind of out of the region because it's not windy. They'll just kind of take off this morning and head off wherever. So we may have to do a little bit of driving to look for them, but good weather and then a little bit of spilling of the corn in the fields might be really helpful for us because there might be some piles of feed for them. So let's head on over and see what we can find. Looking for the birds. I had to pull over and show you this. This is a bit of snow coming through. Little streamers coming out of the sky there. I've been driving through a little bit of snow pellets. So it's been sun and cold and windy. A little bit of snow. Isn't that beautiful? Love November skies. All right, guys, I've located them. Key feature is a lot of people are pulled over right now as well. All right, so you can see they're over here, these little white things in the field. Let's get out the scope. Super windy out here, but here's a scope. It's the Athlon scope. Take a look at that. Beautiful. Thanks, Gary. Guys, don't forget to check out his channel. He's doing a great hunting series right now. He also sent along this clip. So basically I can attach my phone to the scope so we can see what's going on. It comes with this awesome scope adapter. So this will screw onto the scope and then my phone will magnetize to this so I can get you guys good shots of the birds. I want to show you my setup here. So I had to actually go out and buy a tripod for this. It's the Vortex High Country 2. I picked this up. It's got aluminum legs, got a little spot to hang your backpack or whatnot. Adjustable in all levels there, so you can get a really good view on things. Yeah, so I'm kind of move it like so. It's got a really awesome clip that I can undo this and put multiple different kinds of clips in here. I could put a video, a little screw attachment there as well. So I think this is going to be great for the channel, but also for a really high-end scope like this. You need something that can support weight. This tripod can hold up to 22 pounds, so that's great. So I just picked that up at Cabela's. I think it was the last one left in stock due to hunting season. So this is how they look right now in the field without the scope. Let's see how they look with the scope. In frame there, you can see some of the blue morphs. Trying to adjust the focus here, but it's so touchy. There we go. Look at them all. That's so cool. I apologize for the wiggle. It is extremely windy out here. I'd probably get a bit more image stabilization on this. Those guys are many, hundreds of feet away. So the scope works really, really well. Snow geese are always tricky this time of year because they're always by the tree line, farther away from you. So it's really cool to have a scope that allows me to see them really close up. Literally had to get back in the car. I cannot feel my hands. Tried to put my little gloves on there, but I just couldn't handle all the knobs on the scope. So I'm just gonna take a minute in the car here and we'll take another look. So I must say I'm really impressed so far with the Athlon spotting scope. It's the Cronus G2. And really nice, very clear imaging and really good zoom on it. So it's not cheap. So I really thank Gary for sending that to me to try out. And it is like one of the best scopes I've ever seen. So perfect for something like this. Look at that. Oh, cool. I think we got here at the right time. Well, this is zoomed in on this with the scope, so you can see them all flying away. Look at that. That's so cool. This is my favorite thing to see. I don't know what startled them. Could be that there's an eagle nearby or something. That's what happened last year. I have my other binoculars with me to start looking, but something freaked them all out big time. Well, it looks like they're circling back around. It's amazing how incredibly loud they are when you hear them coming over and around. Really cool experience. All right, let's check out some more birds. Getting pretty cold. Well, here we are in a different location, and as you can see, this scope's amazing. You can just see so much detail with these mallards right here. Like, look at the face, so cute. So the ducks around here are pretty tame, so they will come fairly close, but it is nice to see them a little bit closer with the scope. Let's look up a bit further. There are some gulls out there on the ice. So I was just out here looking for birds, and I ran into another birder. We were just talking about good hot spots in this area for various kinds of birds. And now that I've got this new scope from Gary, I'm pretty pumped. He's telling me where some of the owls are, where some of the hawks are, and things like that. So he actually saw me out on the road looking at the snow geese. Today's actually a different day. I'm back out here, like I went and saw the geese the other day. I'm back out with a scope in another location. So he said, hey, I saw you the other day out looking at the snow geese. So it seems like there's a good crew of birders out, going to be out this winter. So we exchanged cards so that we can stay in touch regarding birding. So let's take a look at the seagulls over here. Okay, so there are some gulls. You'll see a mallard there in the background. So those are, I'd say 150 feet away or something like that. Let's zoom in a little bit more and see what we can see. So there we go. There's some ring-billed gulls. And look at the detail there. You can see how they're just poking around out there on the ice. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit of distortion, a little bit of blurriness as you get far out, but we're over 60 times zoom here. We're also on a 2 times zoom with my camera. So, you're going to get the distortion, but I think it's a pretty awesome scope. I can see their little toenails from here. Oop, he just yawned. So this is a really wicked scope. I think it's great. Initially, I'm going to use my binoculars to kind of get a general idea of what I'm looking at, and then I mess around, with the scope to see, where they are. It takes a bit of time, bit of practice, obviously, with these scopes, and wind, like you guys saw yesterday with the snow geese. Definitely cause a vibration because the tripod is just a swaying in the breeze here. It's very sturdy, but when you get really strong winds like we had the other day, it will create a little bit of a vibration. Or if you just tap your scope there, it's gonna because it's so zoomed in, right? It's gonna pick up that. So you're gonna have to be really careful when using scopes and wait for it to stabilize before you start filming. Scope also works really well for mammals. Take a look at this little squirrel. See him grinding his teeth. He's a little stressed out. You can see the scope right on him. The detail is absolutely incredible. Just trying to head out to our next location. I think my friends are a little distressed that I don't have treats for them. Hilarious. Yeah, look at that. See?
Should be good. Yeah.
These 3.
The ones that are stayed off to the side.
Yeah, like what is that?
Not here today. There was some down along the river at Medley.
So I'm really in the thick of birding country right now. I've had lots of people come up to me asking me if I've seen some of the rare birds that people have noted. I just got here, I have no idea. So it's pretty neat. Look in this, it's great. Everyone's trading info as to where to find the birds. There's a bufflehead, so we can get a better look at him. So that is a diving duck. And there we have a common merganser. It's cruising along. It's a nice surprise today. We also have a loon in winter plumage, just taking a deep dive there. Well, I must say it is really nice to have the scope. A lot of these birds, the diving ducks, are fairly far offshore, so I really wouldn't get a good view otherwise without the scope. So highly recommend it if you're really into birding or wildlife spotting. Well, thanks for joining us to learn a little bit more about the Athlon Cronus G2 and how much I like it. Thank you so much, Gary, for giving me this present, and we won't disappoint. We'll keep you guys updated with the cool birds we find. Take care.